we have seen the different parts of our respiratory system or breathing. So here we know that this is the respiratory system of a human. The nostrils are the openings through which the air passes inside. This air is contaminated by the dust particles, the microorganisms and so on. This air which is passing inside, here in the nasal cavity there are present hairs, and these hairs trap the dust particles, and there is presence of a mucus, the slippery substance, and that slippery substance, it traps the microorganisms and dust particles, so that the air is filtered, and that filtered air is passed into the nasal cavity where the air gets warm. This air now enters into the pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage for your nasal tract and the digestive tract. And if you see the structure of the pharynx, here this is pharynx, and this pharynx now bifurcates into two. This opening, this is the digestive tract, and this is the respiratory tract. And here, the opening of the digestive tract is called the gullet. It is called the gullet, and through this the food is passed. And the opening of the respiratory tract is called the glottis. This is glottis. And this glottis is covered by means of a flap, and that flap is called the epiglottis. Epi means above glottis. This epiglottis, it keeps the digestive, the opening of the gullet closed, because we don't eat frequently, but we respire continuously. So the air which is coming like this, it will be passed into the respiratory tract, which is in front. But whenever the food is to be passed, so when the food is coming, this epiglottis will cover the respiratory tract and open the digestive tract, and the food will pass into the esophagus. If this tract is not closed, the food may pass into the respiratory tract, and if the food passes into the respiratory tract will be blocked and the man may die. So this is the purpose of epiglottis. It can move this way and this way whenever it is needed to pass the food into esophagus. That will close the glottis, and in normal condition it closes the gullet, the opening of the esophagus, because we respire continuously, we don't eat continuously. So this is the nasal passage. The air will enter into nostril, into nasal passage, then it will enter into this pharynx, and from pharynx it will enter into larynx. In pharynx, the pharynx is a 12 centimeters long passage. It is a common passage, and it contains tonsils. On the sides of the pharynx there are present tonsils, which are the lymphoid tissues, which are necessary for maintaining our immunity, because the lymphocytes are generated there, which are the component of our immune system. The pharynx passes into the larynx. The larynx is present in this neck region, and during puberty, when the child attains the maturity, that condition is called puberty. At that time, this larynx enlarges, and in a male, the enlargement is large, and that is called the Adam's apple. This larynx, it has got the Adam's apple, and on the side of the larynx there are present elastic cords. Elastic cords are there which stretch like this and which are necessary for producing the sound. The different sounds we produce. Sometimes we whisper in a low voice, sometimes we increase our voice. That fluctuation of the voice is due to the vocal cords which are present in larynx. Now the food has passed into the larynx, and now the larynx is continued with trachea. In pharynx also the mucus is secreted, where if the microorganisms or dust is passed, because the dust and microbes are not allowed to enter into the lungs, so they are trapped in the complete journey, in the tract. They are trapped in the tract, initially in the nasal cavity, then if passed in pharynx, if passed in larynx, if passed in trachea. Trachea is a windpipe which is 12 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters in width. So it is a tube-like structure, and this tube is guarded by the C-shaped cartilage, C-like cartilage here, C-shaped, not a complete ring. And this C-shaped cartilage, there are 16 to 20 rings are there, half ring, 3/4 ring, C-shaped, so that the cartilage remains stiff. Because if the air will not be there, if exhalation takes place, the cartilage may get collapsed. So to avoid the collapse of the cartilage, the C-shaped rings are there. Now the air is passed through this windpipe. The trachea now enter into the lungs. Trachea will bifurcate into the two branches, and these two branches, they are called the bronchi. One bronchus, two bronchi. The left bronchus and right bronchus. Whenever the structure of any organism, any system is seen, it is seen from the ventral side. This is our ventral side, this is dorsal side, this is anterior side, this is posterior side, and these are the lateral side. So whenever any structure is studied, that is from the ventral side. So this part becomes the left side, this part becomes the right side. So left bronchus enters into the left lung, right bronchus enters into the right lung. So this is right lung, this is left lung. The lungs are the main organs for respiration, where the exchange takes place. And these lungs are covered into a cavity that is called the pleural cavity. That pleural cavity has two layers. This is parietal layer and this is visceral layer. Two layers are there like this. And these two layers, they slide over each other. In between this, there is a space, pleural space, so that the lungs can enlarge and can reduce its volume. Because the lungs continuously, they expand and get reduced. This way the movement is there in the lungs, and they are rested on the diaphragm. So the diaphragm is present here and the lungs are rested on diaphragm. The trachea is divided into bronchus. Bronchus is divided into many fine branches called bronchioles, and bronchioles, they are divided into alveolar ducts. And each alveolar duct has got a spongy structure, the bunch of grapes like structure, and they are called the alveoli. One is alveolus. And here the exchange takes place. So this way the breathing takes place. When we take the oxygen in, oxygen which is mixed in the air, that is called the inspiration. And when we give out, that is called the expiration. The next we shall see in the next video.